welcome to another interview for Canada Fashion Magazine. I am so excited to introduce our next guest. He is the one and only Sid Cratzbarg. How you doing, Sid?
Hello, Shelby. It's so nice. You're looking fabulous.
Thank you so
I
much.
miss seeing you. It's a crazy time for everyone. It's really absurd, but you know what? I think we cope and we just have to deal with it. For me, it was very hard, and I guess it's because I'm a social person, as you know.
Right,
And
exactly.
it was difficult not having events and doing galas and doing my media work and not even being able to go to the TV studio to talk about fragrances because everything's high tech and it's all done this way. And you know me, Shelby, I'm so bad at this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not a techie. I need to be there talking. So, you know, even getting this ready with you today, there were issues, but one day it'll get better.
You did perfect. You made it. That's what matters.
People have asked me, what has happened to the fragrance industry during the pandemic? Shelby, the weirdest thing has happened.
Okay.
And you know what?
What?
Fragrance sales have been phenomenal.
I'm so happy to hear.
I tried to figure out why, and I think I have an answer. Well, you know, when people are out with fragrances, a lot of people, especially at work, will say, oh, that fragrance is too strong, or no fragrances allowed, right?
Right, yeah, that's true.
But now people are at home, people who love fragrances, even myself, every day I get so excited because I put on a new fragrance and I'm not bothering anybody. I'm enjoying it for me, right? And so people are buying fragrances, they're trying new fragrances. You know, it's been quite interesting. Now that I'm back to work and doing launches and seeing people, it's so amazing talking to these fabulous women and gentlemen saying, oh, they're all telling me, you know what? I enjoyed being at home and every day I start my day with that beautiful fragrance.
Amazing. I'm so happy to hear that. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, we have a special guest today.
Who is our special guest?
Do you want to meet him?
Okay. Oh my God. That's fabulous. Who did that?
Is that not
Where did you get that?
That's Mini Sid.
I know.
And Canada's top figurative sculptor. I don't know if you had the pleasure of meeting Maria Saraceno. She called me one day and this is what she made for me.
Oh, that is adorable. No way.
Check her out, Maria Saraceno. Her work is fabulous.
I will definitely do.
It gets a lot of attention. And you know what? I have to thank you because you were the first magazine that I ever did. Did you know that? Canada
Seriously?
Fashion. Yes. And
Wow.
now I'm writing for Ottawa Life magazine.
Ooh,
And
amazing.
Thank you. And this edition even goes into all the subscribers to the Globe and Mail. I just love it. So what I'm doing, I'll show you. I write a column called Get Sidified, Get Sidalicious. And every edition, I talk about fragrances and I talk about trends and I give people a few tips that we could talk about.
Very, very cool. That's amazing. And you wrote for us as well in the magazine.
Yeah.
So that's very cool. Congratulations. I'm so happy to hear about all of the progress you did in 2020. Usually I hear a lot of not a lot was happening with a lot of people for 2020. So I'm really happy to hear that you're getting stuff done and making progress.
I'm getting stuff done, and the CEO, Dan Donovan, just an amazing man. And he sort of saw the potential of talking about beauty and fragrances. So I was very honored when he said, yes, Sid, we'd love you to do a column. And I'm also doing a column. I did a feature on fashion as well, because I love fashion.
Well, yeah, you're very fashionable, man. That's for sure.
So it was lots of fun. I am so excited because we are launching 3 amazing fragrances. You've heard of a fabulous designer, Oscar de la Renta.
Of course I did.
I am so excited that younger people are now being introduced to Oscar de la Renta. And a little history, Oscar used to design for every first lady, from Jacqueline Kennedy right to every first lady. And now, look who's wearing Oscar de la Renta at the Grammys Awards. Her dress took the world by storm. And you know who that is? Miss Taylor Swift.
Oh,
look
wow.
at this. Is that not drop dead gorgeous?
That's amazing.
She was wearing Oscar de la Renta.
I love
he has
it.
come out with a new fragrance. It is so gorgeous, and I wish I had the bottle. And it's based on the iconic Oscar de la Renta bag. And the fragrance is called Alibi. And it is so gorgeous because it has mandarin and ginger in it and amber. It is exquisite. And it's so interesting to see at the Eaton Centre in Toronto, outside, there's a whole wall outside the building with the promotion for Alibi. I cannot keep it in stock. Everybody wants Alibi. And you know what I say? If you're going to be naughty, make sure you have an alibi.
Nice. I love it. Very, very cool.
And the other one that is absolutely gorgeous, I'm so excited. It's Jimmy Choo. And you know what it's called for ladies? I want to. I want to.
Nice.
And again, it has that mandarin and it has beautiful notes. It's young, it's hip. The bottle is exquisite. Everybody's loving that one. And for men, Shelby, you've all heard of Mont Blanc. It's timeless, it's classic. Well, they now have the new Mont Blanc. It's called the Explorer. And I absolutely love it. It has leather and Indonesian patchouli, just a beautiful fragrance. And then, of course, I think you remember representing the Versace line. It's fabulous. And we have beautiful Versace fragrances too.
Very cool. I'm so excited to see more about these perfumes.
So it's kind of cool that in spite of the pandemic, people are wearing fragrance. And finally, I'm back. I am back to doing little events. Yeah.
Very cool. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about your events or anything exciting coming up?
I just did one event. It was really exciting. You know, I used to do my big fashion gala for Crohn's and colitis, but we couldn't do it this year or last year. So it's 2 years we haven't done that. But I wanted to do something for Crohn's and colitis since you know I'm so affected by that disease. So I had a high-end tea. It was called Get Sidified at High-End Tea with Sid. And we had 40 fabulous high-profile women attended this. It was so much fun to be back with a group. Now, unfortunately, we could have had 100 ladies there, but because of COVID restrictions, we couldn't. So that was my first event a week ago. We're hoping to do some more events, where we can have our 50, 100, 200 attendees. So let's keep our
crossing my
fingers
fingers.
crossed.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. That's amazing. I'm so happy to hear that you're back and you're getting events going on.
I just love it. And the one thing I'm working on, so hopefully somebody sees this, I want to do more media work, and I'd love to be a spokesperson for all the different fragrances, doing some TV work, whether it's for shoppers. That's one of my things that I'd like to do, as well as I'd love to do something for the shopping channel. I'd love to be talking about fragrances, and hey, maybe some companies watching out there and saying, hey, we know this old guy named Sid, maybe he's the one who could do it.
I'll tag the shopping channel to this post. when I
tell them you gotta see this guy.
Well, yeah, you're super charismatic.
Basically, not much more is happening. Just I'm back into the store, Hudson Bay. I'm very excited. Back into the flagship store on Rideau. So I'm going in a few hours a week, particularly with these new launches we're talking about, like Alibi and the new Jimmy Choo and the new Mont Blanc. There's so many new fragrances out there. So it's fun meeting people. And I love choosing fragrances for people. I love talking to them, learning their likes, dislikes. It's been fabulous being back to work. And, being a social person, I missed it so much.
Absolutely. So if you guys are in Ottawa, go and visit Sid at
Bay Rideau, Hudson
Bay. At the Hudson Bay at Rideau Center. And where can we also follow you? Like, do you work a little bit with social media?
I'm on Facebook, but if they go to the Aristocrat of Scent, one word.ca, they can message me. I'm also going into some of the shoppers, the shopper boutiques, the specialty shopper boutiques, to do some events. So hopefully in the new year, we will get to that again. And I just missed, I used to go to Kingston, did a lot of TV work up there. And then I did big seminars at Hudson Bay in Kingston and in Quebec, Promenade and Gatineau. So hopefully I'll get back to doing all these events, and then a lot of private events where organizations are calling me and saying, would you come and speak to us? We want something really different, something fun and entertaining. So hopefully the new year will bring a lot of those back to the city.
I'm sure it will. It looks like it's getting a lot better. So I'm really happy that you're back in the game and you're making that good money and selling perfumes to the people of Canada.
I love it.
It's amazing.
What about you? It's so exciting doing your magazine. I'm so glad you've kept doing it, because it really was a fabulous magazine, and you were really encouraging the Canadian fashion industry, which I think is really important.
I'm really excited because we're almost up to 10K followers on Instagram, and I'm starting to see a lot more followers coming in. On the website, we get a lot of traction. So we just launched a few months ago the new website. And I'm getting a lot of writers coming in to help us write and produce. And we have now, I'm working with the production team all the way in Ottawa. So I feel really blessed that, even that whole horrible thing that happened called COVID, it was a blessing in disguise somehow for me to just focus on what was really important and not spread too much. And it's working out. So I'm happy to be here and to keep doing what I'm doing. I feel very blessed, especially during this time. I just count my blessing every single day, for sure.
I know.
I wanted to see if you had like maybe a story of an inspiration. Like if you could tell us about a difficulty you faced in your life that you had to overcome.
I raise money, or I try and raise money for Crohn's and colitis.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people know my story because I shared it with the media everywhere. 14 years ago, I was so sick. Like, I was in the hospital, like almost every month I had to go in to calm my colon down. And then finally I had to have emergency surgery where the colon was removed. And I was in the hospital, Shelby, for 4.5 months. I was so sick. It was horrible. I looked like a walking skeleton. I was so thin. But thank God, you know, I got over it thanks to family support, my wife and everybody else in the family. And I was able to get back to what I really love to do, the fashion work, the fragrance work. And I sort of said, I'm on a mission. I am going to do something every year to the best of my ability to raise whatever money I can for Crohn's and ulcerative colitis. Irritable bowel diseases are horrible. It's a horrible disease to have. Crohn's, ulcerative colitis are just a few to name. And I'm really proud to say I did the big gala every year. It was called Get Citified, remember, the big fashion galas. So over the years, when I started to do the gala, I'm really proud that I've raised probably at this point about $65,000. So my goal is to raise $100,000 over, I'm hoping in another year or two, once we can get back to the galas. And that's my mission. I really wanted to give back. And, you know, you've got to give back. And we all go through trials and tribulations. And you got to keep moving. And you hope for the best. You know, illness, nobody knows when they're going to get sick, right? You could be fine one day and the next day you lose it all. That's life. So you have to kind of live each moment. But it's hard. Some days are hard. You know, you think about poor me, what I have, but you look around and you say there's people who are worse off, right? So
that is an amazing story.
That's my inspiration for everybody.
That is so inspiring. Thank you so much, Sid, for joining us. And please check out Sid's website. I'm going to include it in the description below the video. Also, go, if you're in Ottawa, go and meet Sid in person. He is in the Reader Center at the Bay. And also, hopefully we'll hear more updates and we'll post a little bit more updates about upcoming events as well in our magazine, on our social media. Thank you so much, Sid, for joining us.
So take care, and I will see you, I hope, very soon.
Thank you so much, Sid.
Bye,
Good to see you. Bye.
You too. Shalom. So take care.